Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's gonna join us. And are we live? Let's see. We are live. Okay, we're just gonna share it out to the group. So hopefully everyone finds us okay. There's that. And the team. Okay. All right. We are officially live and we are shared out. And hopefully we can be found pretty easily. See who's here. Please say hello so we know you're here. And I'm going to go ahead and switch our camera. Oh, I got some weird things happening with my hair here. It's been one of them days. That's why the hair is piled on top of my head. Bad hair day. Anywho, let's see. Switching over. There we are. Okay. So we'll go through all of our housekeeping and get that out of the way so we can get to getting crafty. All right. So we are still in that window for the June Paper Pumpkin Kit subscriptions. Also, if you want in on the June kit, you have to subscribe by June 10th, which is later this week. And you'll get in on the welcome in kit. This does create 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. You'll get 9 coordinating envelopes, a Nighted Navy ink spot, a photopolymer stamp set, coordinating Nighted Navy embellishments, and detailed base and banner die cuts. There's also the opportunity to get the add-on dies. There are 3 dies, and I ordered them, but I'm not sure where I put them. Hang on. I have them to show you. Put them in the little drawer here. I did. They're very cute little dies, and they are going to coordinate with the kit. So you'll be able to stamp and cut the little base, the little flower, and a little leaf here that'll coordinate with your kit. These are still available from what I have seen. So if you want those little welcome dies, the welcome in dies is what they're called. Grab those now, and you'll have them when your kit arrives. Up next, Stampin' Up! Does have, hey, Sue, glad you could join us. Stampin' Up! Does have a designer series paper sale going on right now. You can save 15% on all of the designer series papers. If you are hey, Miss Betty, so glad to see you. I really do hope you're feeling better. Stupid COVID. Anyhow, we do have the designer series paper on sale, 15%. It's on the select papers from the annual catalog. It's almost all of them. The only thing not really included are the specialty papers. But all of the designer series papers, the standard papers, are in the sale, and you do save 15%. If you're a demonstrator, you're saving that 15% on top of your 20% discount. So that kind of brings me to the next special the Stampin' Up! Is running is our. I'm so glad to hear that, Betty. I'm glad the Paxlovid is doing its job. Because I remember when I had COVID there back in 2020, and it was not fun. Not fun at all. Anyways, there is a deal for the starter kit this month. Running from now until the end of the month. You can join Stampin' Up! It's still the $99, but instead of $125 in product, you get to choose $155 in product. So you could actually get some of those designer series papers as part of your starter kit, all kinds of things that you can add. And again, as long as it totals up to $155, you're going to pay $99. You're going to get free shipping with that. And then you get your 20% discount on all future orders. We did release a new kit this month, and it's called the Confetti Birthday Kit. So that's part of our kits collection. You will find that these online in the online
exclusives, which brings me to there is going to be a new release of online exclusives in July. I believe July 6th that goes live for customers. Right now, there are a few select things that demonstrators can order early, and they are kind of in the holiday theme. This one here is called the Horse and Sleigh Stamp and Die Bundle. There's some designer series paper, some embellishments that kind of all go into this one collection, which is available to demonstrators right now. And if you do join, you can add that to a starter kit. But in the meantime, demonstrators can pre-order, but there's going to be lots more coming in July for even us demonstrators. They only gave us a few select things that are on this flyer that we can pre-order. Everything else will drop for everybody. And one of the things I cannot wait for, and I think it's showing on this particular flyer, there is a graphic that they showed us that has another stamp and punch bundle that looks like it's going to be really cool. So that's all I can tell you on that, but can't wait to see it. The June tutorial bundle has dropped, so this is now available. And for those of you on my team, Sue, I am behind on getting these mailed out, but you will be getting in your email the May and the June tutorials here this week. This cold that I've had has knocked me, and it was not COVID, but it's hung on. I still got the cough. Speaking of, so it kind of derailed me a little bit this week, over the last couple weeks actually. So I had that one cold, got over it, and like a week or two later I had another cold, and this one's just kind of hung on. So I've got a little bit behind, but I will be getting this out in the mail. But it is available for customers as well. You get it free with a $50 purchase in my online store, or you can buy it outright for $20 in my online store. I do have a tutorial store as part of my blog. If you go to www.katrina'screativeheart.com, there is a tab there, and you can find all of the tutorials that are available, and this will be one of them. And this is 47 projects from 47 different demonstrators. It's a part of the Crafty collaboration that I am part of, and I'm telling you, we have some really talented demonstrators who do participate in this. So there's some really cool tutorials here. So just something to be aware of that is out there. And like I said, my team does receive those for free. Oh, hey, Sherry, glad you could join us. Sue's got her order placed. Good for you. I haven't done mine yet. I will. And then, of course, if you go to the VIP group, in the files section, you will find the new color checklist for your download. Personal use, you can keep track of as you order your new colors. This is both the new in colors and the new pour colors. I have the ink pad, ink refill, Stampin' Blends Duo, and card stock on here. So as you add to your colors, you can check them off so that you know that you got them and can keep track. Nothing worse than buying something that you didn't need or forgetting to get something that you did need. Very annoying. So I did create that little checklist for you so you can grab that. All right. That is all I have for housekeeping. And today we are featuring layering leaves. This is a really cool stamp set. This was designed by one of our $1 Million Achievers, Rachel Tessman. Trying to think, she's the Stamp Your Art Out. She sold $1 million in stamps, ink, and paper, and she had the opportunity to design a stamp set, and this is the one that she came up with, and it's a really cool set, and it does coordinate with our punch that came out last year, the Bows. It's called, yeah, I think it's called Bows Builder Punch. So we're going to be using this tonight. It's a really cool one. I love the font on the sentiments, and they're nice sized sentiments too. They're not really tiny. So you'll see as we're using it. So put that aside. And here are the cards we're going to create tonight. We have best wishes for you and thinking of you. And one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight too is how you get your inspiration. I, for one, struggled today. What do I do with my catalog? I thought I brought it over here. I did. Oh, there it is. I did. Way over here. Anyhow, I struggled today with my creativity. I had no idea what I was even gonna do. I kind of decided I wanted to use the stamp set, so I picked that out. And then I went, okay, now what? So I went through my catalog to get my inspiration because, well, for one, my husband wanted to go shopping this morning. So I decided, I was going to go with him instead of sitting here and being creative. I thought, well, I'll just take care of it when I get back. Well, then when I got back, I was like, okay, now what? I don't know what to do. So I went through my catalog and I just kind of poured through and I picked out things that I liked. Like I liked this card. Yes, I have the stamp set and I could actually have done that card, but I liked the layout. So I took that and that's how I came out with this card. Then I continued to go through my catalog and I turned the next page and I found this card. And I did copy that one completely except for where I used a different stamp set. And then this one was just inspired by something I found online. I can't show you what inspired it, but I found the color combination and then I just went from there. I just used the color combination. The rest is all mine. But that's how I created it today, is by using my catalog. I know, isn't that fun, Sue? That just makes it so much better. My voice is froggy. Sorry. That's partly my cold and partly I got the microphone in, so hopefully that's not it. Hey, sis. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to start with our Berry Burst card here. So this one here, pull all our stuff out. I get all of my goods. So we have a Berry Burst card base, some basic white we're using for the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. We're using some ribbon and a label that I did die cut ahead. So I'm going to bring in my Best Wishes stamp set, the little leaves, the filler, some speckles, and I have Berry Burst and Petal Pink ink pads. And we're going to pull this out, put that down here. All right, so we're going to start getting everything out of the way. All right, so I have here a Berry Burst card base. It is 11 inches by 4 1/4. And I scored it at 5 1/2, and we're going to go ahead and fold that on that score line and burnish with our bone folders. We have a nice crisp fold. Then I cut a piece of basic white. This is 4 inches across and it's 5 inches long because we don't want that to go all the way to the bottom. So we want that to kind of leave that little gap there. And again, inspired by the card in the catalog. I am going to bring in some graph paper here so we can protect our surface, because we're going to start with our card base and we're going to bring in our leaves and our Berry Bursting pad. little froggy. Let me start to think it's my phone jack or something. How's that? Is that any better? I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Any better? Maybe I don't, my cough makes me a little bit froggy on my own, but I'm not as bad as I was. All right, so now we're just gonna add some of these leaves along the bottom. And I'm just kind of turning along on the sides here. Okay. So there's that. Oop. It's okay, got a little crazy with the very first ink there. There we go. So there's our card base. We just have that little bit of stamping along that bottom. So we're going to set that aside, and then we're going to bring in our white piece. This is the basic white. And then we're going to bring in our ink again. And this time, we're just going to bring in, I'm just going to build that should be good. Okay. Done with that one. And then we want, this is the filler, so we can actually ink those up, stamp off. And this I'm going to have to get in there a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And one more. There we go. Like so. So now those are all filled in. Okay. I'll close that up for now. We do need it again, but I'm going to close that up, and then we're going to bring in our petal pink. And in the stamp set, the other favorite stamp in here is this little speckle. So we're just going to take that petal pink, and we're going to add some speckle. There we go. Looks good. don't see my adhesive. I think I left that over here. Just a minute. I did. I left it sitting right here. Okay. So now, move this out of the way. We'll go ahead and add adhesive. So there's that. And now I don't see my dimensionals. I'll have to find them too. I guess I wasn't as prepared for this as I thought I was. So we do have our ribbon here, and I have this little die cut piece here, and this is for our sentiment, and that is going to be best wishes, and that will be done also in Berry Burst. So there's best wishes. Grab those dimensionals. Okay, what did I do with them? Did I bring them? Oh, I did. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So now, I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back of this label. I went a little heavy with it. And then I'm just going to take my ribbon and make like a figure 8. Snip that off. I gotta go in the opposite direction of the last time, but that's okay. Dimensionals. Oh, thank you for sharing, Shu. I appreciate that. Oh, it's garbled again. What the heck? Let me try. See if that makes it. Does that make any difference? That's going to just drop right about there. Any improvement on my voice? I removed the charger. Still garbled. Hmm. All right. We're going to try one more thing. Bear with me. Okay. Bear with me. We're just going to do one thing here. Okay. Any improvement? Yes. Okay. I don't know what there is about it, but all right. So there's our label with the best wishes. And the final piece to this is to add our Tinsel Gems 4-pack. They have the very first shade in here. Where is, there's, I take the pick tool. I take small one and put that right in that label. Then we want a larger one and another small one. And there is card 1. Thank you, Betty. Okay. Number 2 is this one here. This is my catalog case. Just used a different set. So for this one, got our pretty peacock ribbon, or not pretty peacock. I'm sorry. This one is the other bird. This is the, oh my goodness, Parakeet Party. We have a Lost Lagoon card base. I have a piece that designer series paper. This is one of those pieces that came from the Daisy paper. And then this is from, which pack of paper did this come from? Now I can't remember. The party, the beautiful balloons. And I die cut these using the radiant stitches, radiating stitches. So I did use these 2 center rectangles to cut those out. Then I have, from that same set of dies, I have 2 hearts, 1 fresh freesia, and 1 moody mauve. I have a scrap of basic white and a piece of Parakeet Party. This measures 3/4 inches wide by 3 inches long. I'm going to set that aside. Put all of this aside. And we're going to start this. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold on that score line. Then we're going to take our piece of designer paper. And I have to tell you, these are colors that I never would have thought on my own to put together. That's why this is a total catalog case. But it definitely made you stretch your color combinations a little bit, because again, I your own. Would have never thought to put all these colors together, but they really do look good together. So there's our first radiating stitches rectangle. Then we have this one here. This came from the balloons. And this is going to go on a little cattywampus here. You'll see on the back side here we have all these little colored circles. All those bright balloon colors. And then this kind of goes off the edge. And there. Like I said, little cattywampus there. Next, we're going to layer our hearts. We'll start with our Moody Mauve. And then we got the Fresh Freesia. Next is our little piece of Parakeet Party. I do want to. Okay, there we go. Next, we're going to bring in our scrap. And I want the 4U stamp. And I'm using Moody Mauve. This is one of our new in colors. And it's going to stamp 4U. Which I don't think it's going to be high enough. Let's do a little higher. That's better. I'm going to cut that out. Using these radiating dies, we're going to use the largest circle here. We just got to bring our baby boss up here. Just make the plates. Run that through. There we go. Then we're just going to take this ribbon. This is the Pretty Peacock metallic woven ribbon. And we're just going to go ahead. Actually, I want a bit longer tail than that. We're just going to go ahead and attach that like so. Grab those dimensionals again. And there's card number 2. Exactly, Sue. Sometimes we have to go outside the comfort zone and play with new colors and combinations. And this is definitely something that I would have never in my million years have thought to put Lost Lagoon with Fresh Freesia and Moody Mauve. I mean, they're just not your typical color combinations, but they work. And like I said, totally took this from the catalog. And Stampin' Up! Hires the best experts in the color industry, so you know they go together, or they wouldn't have done it. Okay. Color combinations that always work are black and another popping color. So this time we went with black and Parakeet Party, and they go really well together. So this one, let's see, where did I put all my stuff? We got here. Let's get this all out of the way. And we'll move on to card number 3. We're moving right along tonight. Okay. We're going to bring in we need our punch. We're using Memento. We have our Thinking of You. I've got my Stampin' Up! Markers. I have Moody Mauve and Parakeet Party. And then I have a little sprig from the stamp set. I did punch out most of my sprigs, but we do have to punch out our little roses. And that's what this is, the little roses. We have our gingham ribbon. This is the black and white gingham ribbon. Love this stuff. One of my favorites. Then I have my Parakeet Party card base, 8.5 by 5.5. It is scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold on that score line and press that out. Then we have a piece of basic black. This is 5 1/4 by 4. Then I have a piece of basic white that I went ahead and embossed ahead of time. This measures 5 by 3 3/4, and I've used the Fern 3D embossing folder to run this through, and that's going to layer with our black piece here. So we're going to go ahead, just be careful not to tear our paper. Ooh. So we're just going to go ahead and layer these up. Then we're going to take our gingham ribbon and we're going to bring that actually this way. It probably doesn't matter, but my hand only works a certain way. And I will tell you, I don't know what the heck I did to my shoulder, but I had noticed maybe a week or two ago that my right arm, the bicep was sore, like I did something to it. And it's progressively gotten worse. And I noticed it more at night when I'm trying to get comfortable because I sleep on my um. But I didn't think too much of it. And then yesterday I did some heavy duty house cleaning, and today I can barely lift my shoulders. Now it's not just the bicep; it's the actual shoulder joint too. So I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just plain getting old. Not supposed to be like this. Okay, there we go. Like just tying these little bows is like irritating it. So I don't know what the heck I did. There we go. So we got our little bow here. I'm just gonna mess with it just a little bit. Between my back, I think, and now my shoulder. I think I'm just plain falling apart and like I don't know. All right, so there's that part. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add this to our card base, and I'm just gonna get really heavy on my adhesive because we have this pretty heavy with the ribbon. I don't want it to fall off. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on there like so. Just like that. Okay. Next, I have die cut already these labels. And these are from a new set of dies in the annual catalog. These are called the Nested Essentials dies. These are fabulous. We have, and this is, I forgot to show you, this is from card number 1. I used one of these for the label. And then there's these awesome banners. And then there's this here set here. So I used the first and second to die cut out basic white and basic black. So they will layer together like so. But we're going to stamp on our white layer first. And that's where our thinking of you. So we're going to start with our thinking of you. Make sure we have that up there so you can see what I'm doing here. Try to get that pretty center. Just like so. Close that up. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and layer that with the black piece here. Next, we need our punched leaves. And I punched out 3. I've got Old Olive, Garden Green, and Parakeet Party. Go ahead and we're going to add some adhesive back here. We need to do our little roses first, because those have to be on the front. We're going to go ahead. I have just a little strip here, scrap, and this is where we're using our marker so we can get the dual color. So we're going to do our stem in the Parakeet Party. Parakeet Party is part of the 2022 to 2024 in color collection. And Moody Mauve is our new in colors. These are the 2023 to 2025 in color collection. So we're just going to color those little rose. Huff. And stamp. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to do one more. And Moody Mauve. Ta-da! All right, now we're going to punch those out using our bowl silver punch. So we're just going to line that up. Come on, there we go. Better. There's one. And get the second one lined up. There's number two. Okay. Set that aside. Now we can bring this back in. And I'm going to just start building here with our little punched leaves. Like so. Now we can go ahead and add our dimensionals. You ain't kidding there, Betty. That's what tore up my back for sure. And now I'm thinking, my shoulder. Oh, no. Like I can't really pinpoint and say, oh, I did this and that's what hurt my shoulder. It just started aching one day and now it's just getting worse. I don't know. We'll see. I'll take a hot shower tonight and put the one of it on. There we go. There is card number 3. Okay, recap. We've got this one here, the black with the pretty, or yeah, parakeet party. And then we have card number 2, which was our Lost Lagoon with all the other fun colors, Fresh Freesia and Moody Mauve. And then, of course, we have our first card, which is Berry Burst with our Petal Pink. Hot shower and retire. You ain't kidding, this. For real. So there you have it. 3 fun, cute cards, all featuring the layering leaves. Love, love, love these sentiments. Love the font on it. We have So Happy to Celebrate You. We used Best Wishes. We also have the Sending Hugs. The Thinking of You, we did use. For You, we used. Thank you so much. And hello. And there's 2 other leafy pieces. And then there's a 1 soul leaf that you can build up as well in your background. So you can really get creative with this. For sure. They are quick and cute. Mm-hmm. For sure. And like I said, use your catalog. Just because you're not using a specific stamp set from the, in that, just use it for your layouts, your designs. You can substitute with what you have. Just find color combinations you like, find layouts you like, and that'll definitely help you get your creative juices rolling. Okay, guys, I hope this was fun for you this evening, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I do appreciate you so much for coming to hang out with me, and I do wish you a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better week ahead, and I will see you here again next Sunday. Have a great week, guys. Bye for now.